Come over the moor from the farm, heading for Duns for chips, but of course I never switched the camera on. Chris is needing to fill up. So here's an example of your jerry can getting used properly. So you see the filler, that stops it getting splashed everywhere. So everything on a Jeep is built with a very clever purpose and a reason. None's for show, except the odd Scotland flag and pretend aerial. Anyway, get back when we're on the road to Preston. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to tell you the story that Scotland has the link to Wojtek, the infamous soldier bear adopted by the Polish Army in 1942. I'll tell you further details when we drive down to Winfield, where you'll see the bear scratches on the trees from his left his signature. First off though, before the car transporter. So I just grabbed my other one. So Wojtek, soldier bear who came to Duns after World War II. True story. Carried the artillery. While we drive to Winfield from Duns, I'm going to tell you the story of Wojtek, the soldier bear. In 1942, Russia released Polish prisoners from Siberian work camps, and they made their way across the Caspian Sea to Persia, modern day Iran, where they would form a new Polish army which would be under the command of the British. On their way, a group of Polish soldiers came across a little bear in the mountains. The cub was an orphan after the death of his mother by the hands of hunters. It was traded to the soldiers by a shepherd boy who kept the bear in a sack. Animal was very small, but the soldiers fed the animal up on condensed army milk in a bottle. And eventually they all arrived in Palestine, and the bear was taken to the 22nd Transport Company, Artillery Division, Polish 2nd Corps. And the men would become his companions for the next few years. He was given the name of Wojtek. He became popular with the company, spent most of his time as a soldier of the 4th Platoon. Two of his closest friends were two young soldiers, Dimitar and Henrik, who will both be featured in many of the photos and film footage taken of Wojtek over the years. He developed a taste for beer and wine together with cigarettes, which he only accepted when lit. He had a habit of drinking beer or wine bottle, and when empty he would peer into the bottle, waiting patiently for more. He'd usually take one puff of the cigarettes and then swallow them. Wojtek loved to wrestle with the soldiers. Only a couple would dare wrestle with him, the rest were happy to watch. He once caught an Arab in an ammunition compound who had broken in, and he was shocked to find the bear sleeping there. So in the commotion that ensued, resulted in his arrest, Wojtek was quite satisfied with the reward of a bottle of beer. When he was small, it was easy for Wojtek to ride in the cab of the transport vehicles, but once he grew bigger, he had to sit in the back with supplies. Wherever he went, Wojtek would attract attention with his antics. and cause a sensation, as he loved to entertain people. As the Polish army prepared to enter the war zone in Italy during 1943, there was a problem confronting the Polish soldiers. Why was the question of Wojtek's status, as animals were not permitted to accompany the army during the fighting. By giving the bear his own paybook, rank and serial number, there would be no question that he was on the list of soldiers. There was a minor problem during the embarkation prior to crossing the Mediterranean Sea. With his papers in order, Wojtek would be on his way. Polish Second Corps soon prepared to break through the German defences at Monte Cassino, where it successfully captured the stronghold after much bitter fighting. During the conflict, Wojtek found himself at the artillery firing line, where he was seen to move across crates of ammunition close to a truck where he was chained. Henrik had been assigned to take care of the bear that day, but he was ordered forward as an artillery spotter. I had to leave Wojtek alone. Always inquisitive and willing to copy the soldiers what they were doing, he began picking up the crates and moving them towards the cannons. The sounds of gunfire did not concern him, and he showed willingness to participate in the action. After the battle, the official badge of the 22nd Transport Company became a likeness of Wojtek holding a shell. This symbol appeared on vehicles, pennants, and on the uniforms of the soldiers. So when the war ended in 1945 and the Polish soldiers were eventually sent across Europe to Berwick-upon-Tweed in England, where they stayed at Winfield camp, the soldiers went through the process of demobilisation. Many of them said their goodbyes, knowing they wouldn't see Wojtek again. Wojtek found a new home at Edinburgh Zoo, where he became a popular attraction with many visitors, including ex-Polish servicemen who would talk to in their language. His death in 1963 was met with sadness from those who knew him, and it was reported worldwide in newspapers and radio stations. In time, when Polish soldiers had lost their country to the Nazis and later to the communists, Wojtek became a symbol which soldiers were proud of, themselves knowing that they would not soon return to a free homeland. He became part of the history of the Polish armed forces in the Second World War, and his legacy will endure. It's a fantastic story, Wojtek, because it was true. That's the most amazing thing about it. Yeah, it's all doom and gloom war, but you get some beautiful stories happen as well, and Wojtek's one of them. So we're heading down to Winfield, and we'll turn off the road down a track here, down a pond where Wojtek used to be taken to swim. And just on our right in the field as we drive down are all the flattened remains of the Polish camp. Sadly the buildings were all knocked down. I've been told that they were full of drawings on the walls and writing stuff, poems and stuff. It would have been great if all that had been left, because Wojtek is such an amazing bit of local history here. And also he's celebrated all over. There's Wojtek monuments and statues to him all around the world. There's another one up in Edinburgh, Princes Street Gardens as well. But got something really cool to show you down here on the trees. And I don't know if anyone's ever been down on World War II Jeeps and driven right up to them, but that's what we're going to do today. good, that warm weather for all it's raining a bit. Yeah. Really low temperature. So,
quite cool place.
There we go. Someone's left their mark. These are even better though.
I checked this all good there. Have to be shot that way. Just like the lager.
There's a shot for you. So it was great to take the Jeeps down here today. I was going to do this little film on my Enfield 350, but it seemed maybe more fitting to take wartime Jeeps down. I wonder if there was a Jeep here in the past at the end of the war or not, but certainly there's been two here today. Brilliant to go down and see here. We'll all be in gear, don't we do that? So there you go, you've seen the bear claw marks left by Wojtek and heard some of the story. You should look him up. There's also a really good book on, well, a lot of books on Wojtek, worth reading up on, or go on YouTube and you'll just search for him and you'll see the footage of him wrestling with the Polish soldiers. It's good. And drinking beer, eating cigarettes, usual. Thanks for watching. Come over and leave a comment if you enjoyed this. We've got a few other trips planned with the Jeeps this year as well. Last year was kind of busy with other stuff, but make the time now. Okay then, I'll be back shortly with another film. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.